Alright, so for this problem, you sent me a picture of a graph, which means to me you probably aren't thinking about rule number one for solving limits, or at least you haven't put it all together yet, which is just the big idea of limits. The easiest way to evaluate them is if your graph is continuous at the value it's approaching, and there's no discontinuities there, just substitute the value that you're checking for. So really, this problem would be most easily done by substituting pi in and solving. Now over here on your graph, you can do the same thing. You can look at it, and that's fine to use the graph, and especially to check your work. But the big idea here is you made your tick marks counting by ones. Why not change these to counting by pi's? So that way the tick mark would be exactly on where you're trying to evaluate. It'd be easy to identify. But we know it's 3.14, so it should be somewhere right around there. So to me, this number looks like it should be very, very small, maybe somewhere around 0. So, you know, or 0.1 or negative, just depending where that is. So I would evaluate and use this to check my graph, to check my answer to see if it works. But as you can clearly see by looking at this graph, it looks continuous. I don't see any discontinuities. And what we understand about sine, sine is just a periodic graph, and then you take that and put it inside sine. So that's still just going to change the period, but no big deal. And then you multiply that by 7. Okay, again, not going to change. No discontinuities are created. So this should just be as simple as substituting in. Hope that helps.